In this video, you're going to learn a complete end-to-end Photoshop workflow designed to save you hours of frustration. We'll cover setting up custom grids and guide layouts, building multi-format campaign artboards, fixing the most common reasons the Clone Stamp and Eyedropper tools stop working, and applying brand-consistent color treatment. Let's jump in. We'll start with layout structure. The simplest way to turn on a basic grid is going to View, Show, Grid. This gives you an 8x8 field with 1-inch squares. If you open your Properties panel on the right, under Rulers and Grids, you can toggle your rulers on and off, which is also Command-R on a Mac and Control-R on a PC. You can also toggle your grid or transparency background. Quick tip. If you want to disable hover tooltips, go to Photoshop Preferences, Tools, and uncheck Show Tooltip. For full layout control, go to View, New Guide Layout. This generates custom column and row grids instantly. You can choose presets like 8, 12, 16, or 24 column grid, or build your own. Selecting 8 columns and checking rows gives you an 8x8 grid with built-in gutters and customizable external margin. Alternatively, drag manual guides directly off your top or side rulers, or go to View, New Guide to type in exact measurement like 1 inch or 2 inches for placement. Now that your grid is set, let's look at managing multi-asset campaigns using Artboard. When you're prepping assets for print and web, first, make sure your file resolution is set correctly. Go to Image, Image Size, and set your resolution to 300 dpi, or dots per inch. To turn a standard image layer into an artboard, you're going to unlock the layer, right-click it, and select Artboard from Layers. Let's name this artboard Photo. With the artboard tool selected, you can press V. Click the plus icons on any edge of your artboard to create instant duplicates of the sizing of your artboard. This allows you to iterate design ideas. You can also duplicate the content in your artboard. To duplicate an artboard, hold Option on your Mac. Put your mouse over the name of the artboard. You should see a double arrow icon and drag until it's fully away from the previous artboard. Let go of your keyboard first, then your mouse. And there you go. It will add copy to the name of the artboard. You can always double click your artboard name and then use your keyboard to name it appropriately. To add specific dimensions for, let's say, an advertisement, you're going to click and drag anywhere on the canvas with the Artboard tool. In the top options bar, type in 8.5 by 11 inches for a print asset. Don't forget the IN. For web banners, you can type pixel units directly in, such as 728px and by 90 or 300px by 600px, and Photoshop will convert the units automatically. Use the Move tool to drag artboards by their title headers, and Option drag or Alt drag the graphic assets between artboards to keep your entire campaign organized in a single document. While editing your asset, 2 tools frequently cause confusion: the Clone Stamp and the Eyedropper. If either tool seems broken, it usually comes down to 3 specific settings. Press S on your keyboard to select the Clone Stamp tool. Okay, fix 1, define the source point. If you click your canvas and get an error saying could not use the Clone Stamp because the area has not been defined, you need to set a target. So hold Option on your Mac or Alt on a PC and click the exact area you want to copy and release. You'll see a preview of those pixels following your brush cursor. Fix number 2, sample settings. This is the #1 hidden trap. To edit non-destructively, you're going to create a new blank layer above your photo. But if you try to clone on that blank layer or try to sample a color using the eyedropper tool on a text layer, nothing happens. Why? Look up at the top at your options bar. Whenever you use the Clone Stamp or Eyedropper, check the sample dropdown. If it is set to current layer, Photoshop is only looking at the empty layer you have selected. Switch your sample to current and below or all layers. Now Photoshop samples pixels from your visible artwork, allowing you to edit or pick colors seamlessly on separate, non-destructive layers. Fix number 3, soft blending and layer mask. If your cloned edges look harsh, lower your brush hardness in the top menu to create a soft radial gradient. For seamless transitions, add a layer mask to your clone layer and paint soft black brush strokes along the edge to blend it cleanly into the background. You can always blur as well. All right, now that your photo retouching and layout are complete, let's finish the campaign by applying unified brand colors across your images. Here are 3 methods using custom brand hex code, like blue and gold. All right, first method, black and white tint. You're going to unlock your photo layer and select Image, Adjustments, Black and White. Check the tint box, paste in your brand hex code, like hex EAA00 for gold, and fine-tune the saturation sliders. Method 2, high contrast duotone. First, desaturate your image via Image, Adjustments, Desaturate. Switch your color mode to grayscale, that's Image Mode Grayscale, and then convert it to Image Mode Duotone. Remove the black ink channel and replace it with your brand hex color for a striking monotone, or make it a duotone. Method 3, luminosity and opacity layer overlays. For a completely non-destructive option, create a new layer called Gold. Choose Edit, Fill, and select the color, and enter your hex code. Change the layer blend mode to luminosity to pass image details through the color, or drop the layer opacity to 20 or 30% and add a brightness contrast adjustment layer to dial in the look. By combining precise grit, campaign artboards, correct tool sampling settings, and color overlays, you have a complete system for creating polished Photoshop designs without technical headaches. If this video helped you out, hit the like button and subscribe for more design tutorials. Click the video on screen right now to keep expanding your Photoshop skills. Happy designing!